Today I'm going to talk about how to get higher interest rates for some popular savings accounts in Singapore so that we can get better interest from our cash savings. So before we begin, please drop a like on this video because you can get hundreds of dollars of interest from some of these bank accounts. The first will definitely be my favorite UOB One account, and I've talked about this account before, but today I'll share some tips and tricks on how you can maximize the interest rates from this account. The UOB One account gives as much as 5% per annum interest when you put $100,000 into the account. But even if you do not have $100,000 in your account, you can still get around 4% per annum interest, and this makes it one of the highest interest rates right now as interest rates are starting to dip a little. So UOB One is actually a great place to put your cash savings. There are only two simple criteria to UOB One, and the first will be salary. Now, you could credit your actual salary to the bank account and you only need $1,600 per month, or you can do a little hack that was first shared in my Telegram group by a very kind member, Hamizan, and you can of course join my Telegram group for more tips and tricks like this. All you have to do is to set up a bank transfer, be it fast or pay now, and select salary payment as the transfer purpose. Now, not all bank accounts let you do this, but DBS iBanking allows it. All you have to do is set your purpose for transfer to salary payment, and Standard Chartered also allows you to set salary payment for the purpose of transfer. Now, most bank accounts should let you choose this option. From my experience, OCBC does not allow it, so yeah, you have to try other bank accounts instead. UOB One account also requires you to spend $500 per month on an eligible UOB credit card, and unfortunately, I currently do not have a hack for this, but subscribe to my Telegram channel because if I do find a hack, I will share it there. But in my opinion, $500 per month should be quite easily reached by most working adults in Singapore, and UOB allows you to hit this spend on some of the best credit cards there are in the market. For cashback lovers, you will want to use the UOB Aver anyway because it gives 6.67% cashback on up to $600 of spend each month. And yeah, that's an excellent earn rate for cashback. And that's my primary card of choice because of how easy it is and how high the cashback rate is. For people who prefer miles, there's the excellent UOB Ladies card, which is currently giving 6 miles per dollar, an unbeatable rate provided you are a lady. Now, I have covered this card on a separate video, so check that out if you're interested. But for men, unfortunately, you cannot use this card under your own name. And therefore, if you are someone who prefers miles, there's actually no miles option for you for the UOB One account. You can, however, charge your insurance premiums to your UOB credit card to get higher interest for the UOB One account when you reach the spend requirement. There will not be rewards for it, but hey, at least you get the highest interest rates. At 5% per annum, a $100,000 balance will get you more than $400 of interest per month, and it is usually credited on the second or third day of the following month. The next best bank account in my opinion would be the OCBC 360 account, which gives 4.65% per annum interest if you can fulfill 3 categories: salary, save, as well as spend. I also covered the OCBC 360 in another video, but in a nutshell, you just need to fulfill these 3 categories to get 4.65% interest on $100,000 of balance. Now, the first category of salary unfortunately does not have a hack as far as I know, so you actually do have to put in real salary into this account, and you need at least $1,800 within a month to qualify for the salary interest, which I think most working adults should be able to hit. The next category of save requires you to increase your average monthly balance by $500 each month, and for me, I would just transfer $600 per month on the first day of each month to the account so that I will meet this requirement and never have to think about it again. The reason why I transfer $600 instead of $500 per month is because OCBC has this whole thing about value dates where if you transfer after 9 PM, it's counted as the next day, and if you transfer on a public holiday or a Sunday, it is considered next day as well. So to save the trouble, I just transfer a little bit more than I need to make sure that I don't have to worry on whether or not I transfer the funds on time. If you know the exact mechanics of this value date thing, please leave a comment in this video because I really cannot be bothered to find out. I'll just transfer $600 per month on the first day of each month and settle the requirement. You can also log into your account on the desktop browser to check how much your bank balance has increased on a monthly basis to make sure that you have reached this target. And the last requirement will be the spend category. Now, for spend category, OCBC 360 actually recognizes spends made to CardUp and iPayMy. Now, if you're unfamiliar with these payment services, what they do is that they will charge you a service fee, and then you can use your credit card to pay for things that you normally wouldn't be able to pay with your credit card. For me, I use CardUp and iPayMine to pay for my home mortgage, so I just charge it to my OCBC 90N and I get 1.3 miles per dollar there, and I also satisfy the spend category for my OCBC 360 account. Now, is this worth the fee paid? I would say definitely yes, because based on a $500 transaction, 2.25% fee will be about $11, and you actually get additional 0.6% per annum interest on your bank balance. If you have $100,000 in your OCBC 360 account, that's almost $50 per month, which more than pays for the fee, and also you get miles for the transaction. 1.3 miles per dollar on $500 is around 600 over miles, and yeah, that's on top of the higher interest you get from your OCBC 360 account. Now use my sign up link for CardUp and iPayMine and you can get your first transaction free, right? Details in the description box below. So if you add up the interest rates from your salary, save, as well as spend requirements, you get 4.65% per annum interest, and on a bank balance of $100,000, that's almost $400 of bank interest per month from your OCBC 360 account. The bonus interest from the OCBC 360 account comes in on the 7th working day of the following month, and remember, it is the 7th working day. So expect to see it around 10th or 11th of the following month. Now that we talk about OCBC and UOB, we naturally have to talk about DBS. But unfortunately, I feel that DBS multiplier is not that competitive against UOB or OCBC at the moment, and they have not updated multiplier in a few months already. Also, there's a far better alternative, which is the POSB Cashback Bonus, and I've talked about it in this video over here. So tap on this to learn more about how you can get $70 of interest per month without actually having a bank balance in your POSB Cashback Bonus. Now, if you have $15,000 lying around and you're new to Citibank accounts, meaning to say you don't have a Citibank account in the last 12 months, you can consider Citi Plus, which gives you $200 when you open an account and deposit $15,000 into that account. $50 is given to you when you open an account, and a further $150 is given to you when you deposit $15,000 within 2 months from opening the account and hold it until 6 months from the account opening date. This means that you can actually delay the deposit until the end of the second month, deposit your funds in, and your funds will be there for slightly longer than 4 months, making this a pretty good choice for your $15,000 of savings. If you take the reward of $200 based on the deposit of $15,000 set aside for 6 months, you get around 4% per annum interest. And if you consider that you are putting the funds in for slightly more than 4 months, the effective interest rate actually goes up. Make sure you sign up with my link found in the description box below for the $200 reward, and thanks for supporting my channel. Now, if you have maxed out your UOB One account and your OCBC 360 account, and you still have some spare funds, you can actually put it into StanChart eSaver, which is my personal favorite because of how fast free it is. Now, the interest rate isn't the best. It is currently 3.4% per annum interest, but there's virtually no conditions except for the fact that it needs to be fresh funds. For the month of June and July, they take your balances with StanChart in the month of May. So if you have $0 with StanChart in May, what happens is that any amount that you transfer in for June and July will get 3.4% per annum interest, just like that, without any other requirements. So I find this very fast free, and I put my excess funds here because I don't have to fulfill any other conditions. At the end of July, what happens is that Standard Chartered will announce new rates, and they will now reference your balance within the month of July. So I will put my funds into my account for June and July, and then when August rolls along, they will now take my balance in July as the reference month. So what I would do at that point of time is to find a second player and transfer my funds to the second player, which is tend to be a family member, of course. So my family member's account will be 0 in the month of July, and therefore any funds placed in the month of August will be entirely fresh funds and subject to the new interest rate at that point of time. And you rinse and repeat this every other month to get fast free interest rate from StanChart eSaver account. Compared to other bank accounts that require salary, requires spending, etc., this is just a fast transfer every 2 months. So I find this one of the most fast free ways to get decent interest with very, very low effort. If you're saying, hey Seth, there's too many bank accounts and I can't manage them all, you'll be pleased to note that this video is sponsored by Dobin, which is bringing you an app that's releasing really soon that help you manage exactly this, multiple bank accounts and credit cards. Managing multiple bank accounts and credit cards can be a chore, and I know that because I have more than 5 bank accounts and 30 credit cards. So I'm very excited that Dobin is launching an app to make everyone's lives easier. Dobin will analyze your financial information and give you personalized recommendations on how to improve your financial well-being. For example, if it detects that you are spending a lot online, it can actually bring you shopping vouchers that will reduce your shopping expenses. And this is just a start of features to come, so go to my link in the description box below to register your interest, and there's a pre-launch contest where you can win fabulous prizes. More details in the post below, and subscribe to my Telegram group to know when Dobin is being released. Now remember to subscribe to my Telegram group for more related content on savings, credit cards, and more hot deals. And also check out this video about OCBC 360 versus UOB One account, and this video that YouTube thinks you really enjoy, and I'll see you in those videos.